All right, the last thing that we have to do with factoring is the specific situation when our A is negative. And so whenever you see a negative A, so I'm going to write that up here in the top corner, we're talking about negative A. Whenever you have a negative A, then we have to do something called factoring out the negative. And it's quite simple. It goes back to when we talked about factoring the very first time, and we thought to ourselves, what do all three of these terms have in common? And you might see, well, they don't have the x's in common, right? There's only two x's. They don't have any numbers in common other than 1. But what I see is they all have that negative. And so what we're going to do first is we're pulling that out from all three of them. So what does that look like? It's very simple. We pull out the negative. Well, the negative goes on the outside of the parentheses, and everything left goes inside. So we have x squared. We took out the negative, so we still have plus 2x. We still have plus 3. Okay? That's how you factor out the negative. And this is the answer I'm looking for right here. You will also see, starting on number 4, there's a mix of negatives and positives in your problem. So let's look at this one more time through that lens. So again, I'm just going to rewrite this because it makes it a little easier to work with. So we have negative x squared minus 2x plus 3. Well, we're going to still factor out this negative, but we're really going to be thinking of this as like a plus negative. Okay, you don't need to write it like that. What we're doing is we're factoring out that negative that's in here too. Well, what does that happen? What does that look like when we do that? Well, again, we're going to end up with a negative, and then we have x squared, and then this negative became plus 2x squared. And then remember, this was like plus minus 3. It's the negative that we're pulling out, so this becomes negative. Because we took out the negative, plus negative 3, we want to make sure we end up with the negative here. It's basically switching what this sign is. Okay, so that's all I'm looking for right now. We're going to talk about what to do next in just a little bit.